What's up, you guys? Okay, today I'm going to show you how to batch automate reducing the file size of your photos that are going on your website. Now, remember that we want to keep our photos under 500K for quick page loading speed. So one, this is good for visitors because when they come to your website, they aren't waiting around a really long time for your images to load. But two, Google actually rewards you by ranking you higher if you also have quick page speed for your website. So anytime you want to upload photos, remember to try to keep them under 500. I use Photoshop to automate this. There are free websites that will compress your images as well. And I do use those. However, they don't always reduce the image enough so that I can get it down to below 500K. So a lot of times I end up using Photoshop anyways. So I've just found that this system is really fast, which really just does the entire folder of images all at one time. And then if I have some images that didn't reduce down to 500, I can do those manually. But this is the quickest way I have found. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're in Photoshop. We have a folder with all of our images in it. That's first step. So make sure all of your images are in one folder. Don't intermingle them with other items. Just have one folder with all your images. You're going to go to File, down at the bottom where it says Scripts, and then Image Processor. Okay, so this pop-up screen, we're going to go down from top to bottom so you can walk with me here. So number one, you're going to select a folder that is your source folder of where all these images are housed. So step one, we're going to locate the image folder. So we're going to click Select Folder. And this is our folder that I have all of our images in. As you can see, these are like stock photos from Unsplash. So they're all different sizes. They're up to like 5 megabytes, which is way too big. We're going to try to get them down to under 500K. So we're going to say Open. Number two is select a location to save the processed images. You can save them in the same location and it will create a new folder for you. Or if you have a specific folder that you would like them to go in, you can select that folder. I just have it saved in the same location and it will make a new folder. Number three is file type. So here we are saving them as JPEGs. These are for web. JPEGs are fine. The quality ranges from like 1 to 12. So the lower range, like 6 and 7, is going to get us under that 500K, hopefully, but we still want it to be good enough quality that we aren't pixelating the image. We don't want them to be too blurry. So I like about 6 or 7, depending on the size in the photo. And then click Resize to Fit. So this will allow us to resize these images to be no larger than 2,500 pixels. The reason I picked 2,500 pixels is if I end up using one of the photos that spans the width of the website, I want it to be 2,500, which is the entire width. Some of them, obviously, I will not use as like background images that span the width, but this just kind of gives me a overview so that just in case I do, every single one is at 2,500 pixels. Now, if they are too large still, I can go back and resize them. If I know for sure I'm not going to use them that wide, I will resize them even smaller down. So, but this just gives me a general. Okay, and number 4, we're not going to run an action right now because we're already saving it as a JPEG and resizing it. But if you wanted to run an action at the same time, say you want to convert all of the images to grayscale at the same time, you can also do that as well. So just choose the action from your actions palette. You can do default actions. Default actions does have a custom RGB to grayscale action. So that's one of them, but any of the actions that you have that you wanted to run, you could run that at the same time. So today we're not going to run an action, but we are going to hit run. Okay, the action has finished. We're going to go check on our folder. Okay, here's our images folder. And as you can see, there is a new folder within here called JPEG. And here are my JPEGs. And you can see this one is around 500K, under 500, under 500. Yep. Oh, there's someone that's a little bit over at 700, but I'm just checking. I'm just going through and checking them. So some of them are over, but a lot of them are under. So that's great. A lot of them are around 300K, 400K. Some are at 600. So there are some that are a little bit higher, but for the most part, they're under. I can now go into the larger ones and reduce those even more. So I can choose the larger ones, and then I don't have to go one by one through each one of them, but I can just pick the large ones. So say this one, that's 1.2 megabytes, still way too large. I can either manually do this one by one, and I would just do image size and see if the height is 2,500. We can reduce this down to say 1,500 and then hit save. And now it's down to 500K. So that one, I just resized it just a little bit smaller than 2,500 and it got down to 500. Another way to reduce the file sizes all at one time is to use a website. So I like to use this website called compressedjpeg.com. It will compress JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, PDFs, any of those. Drag them all into this folder and it will automatically compress them for you. So say these two are a little bit over what I want them to be. I'll just drag them in. See, this one got reduced 17% and this one got reduced 25%. So they don't always reduce as much as I want them to, but we'll download them, pull them in here. And see now that one, now they're more closer to 500K, which is what we want. So that's another option as well. Okay, one more bonus tip before you upload these to your website is I want you to rename all of these files all at the same time right now, because if you don't do it, you'll upload them to your website and you'll forget. Now, renaming all of your images with keywords for your business is going to help with your SEO. So it's just a quick way to boost your SEO and get it all done at the same time. So we are going to select all of those images. If you're on Mac, this is how you do it, but I'm pretty sure you can do this as well on the PC. But we're just going to either right click or hit Control and scroll down to say rename. Now you're going to rename it with your keywords. So if you're a wedding photographer in San Francisco, you're going to say wedding photographer, San Francisco, then the name of your business. So we'll just hit rename. And you can see it has renamed all of my images with the ending in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be keyword heavy now. Upload these and it will help your SEO. That's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions below. Also, make sure to follow for more tips on how to grow as a designer or web designer. Thanks. Bye.